Welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast, and this is our Power Prep segment where our research team is joining in. Then they'll tell you what the trade setup is looking like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Hormaz, let me come across to you. Looks like it'll be a good day for the bulls.
It does, and that's because the bulls have heard exactly what they wanted to hear from the Federal Reserve, as they said that they would maintain their 3 rate cuts path for 2024, albeit conditions apply. But that reflected in the US markets as well. All of them ended higher with gains of over 1% overnight, and that is showing up in the GIFT Nifty as well. It's pointing up to a gap up of around 170 points as we speak. But the key thing to watch out for today is that it's the weekly expiry for the Nifty, so that might come into play today, although the signs are of a relief rally, and that level of 21,900 to 21,950 remains the key range to watch out for the Nifty, as even yesterday there were 2 attempts made to cross those levels, but both of which were negated. One was during open, the other one was during closing. Both of those attempts were negated, so we'll keep that in mind. The levels on the downside to watch: yesterday's low of 2710. It becomes a very important support. It becomes a very important support on the downside. 21,710 is that level. And the other monitorable will be Nifty Bank. It's been grinding lower for 9 days in a row now. And the key thing to watch: the quantum of losses on the Nifty Bank are almost being nothing to almost 0.5%. So the quantum of losses are narrow. But 46,000 is the key level to watch on the Nifty Bank, as it has managed to maintain that level all through this March series. The other key monitorable is IT, whether it will participate in this potential relief rally, as this has been a sore spot this week. The IT index is down 5% so far as we speak. And the other 2 things to watch out for will be gold financiers, because gold is possible in a record high. Gold prices have hit a record high, but all signs of a relief rally, but expiry might be at play today.
Okay, yes, it will be. So that will be another important cue as well. Thank you, Hormaz, for all those cues. But the other stocks that will be on our radar, Vamakshi is joining us now. Good morning, Vamakshi.
Well, good morning, Sonal. Let me first start off with Titan. The stock will be in focus after a report from Mint indicated that Titan is gearing up to debut its Catlane jewelry line in the US in FY25. Keep an eye out on TVS Motors. They will be issuing preferential bonus shares in the 4:1 ratio, which is worth almost 1,900 odd crores. This will be utilized from the general reserves of the company, and additionally, the company has also inducted 2 new independent directors. Keep an eye out on Vocart. The company has launched QIP to raise funds. The quantum of the fundraise has not been specified, but the floor price has been determined at almost 544 rupees per share. PB Fintech will be incorporating an arm, PB Pay Private Limited, and this is to carry on business of payment aggregator. On incorporation, the proposed company will be applying to the RBI for payment aggregator license. Prince Pipe will be acquiring bathware brand Aquil and its plant located in Bhuj, Gujarat for 55 crores. Hinduja Global Solutions plans to rationalize the supply chain management function, includes monetization of its optical fiber assets for almost 208 crores. This will be used to retire debt, thereby bringing in interest cost savings. RVNL has emerged as the L1 bidder for a project worth 167 crores of SERHQ Electrical South Eastern Railway. Lastly, let's also focus in on ASM Tech. The company has announced preferential allotment of equity shares and warrants amounting to 170 crores. This fundraise was led by stock market investor Mr. Mukul Agarwal, and in fact, the funds will be used to leverage, both the scale and competence, and therefore they will be setting the stage for accelerated growth over the next 3 years.
Okay, all right. That's a long list of stocks. Thank you so much, Vamakshi, for that. Let's talk about the cues from the F&O space. It's a very important day today. Manglam is joining us now. Manglam.
Indeed. So let's just put a 3-point setup for the markets today. One, the Fed maintained their 3-cut stance, and that led to a rally overnight. Secondly, we have the Nifty options expiry, which is playing out. And thirdly, the FII long exposure has dropped to 31%, which is the lowest that we've seen in the last many trading sessions. In fact, the lowest for this series itself. The market recovered from lows yesterday, but despite that, the FII selling in index futures has been relentless. That can only mean 2 things. One, rallies may get sold into, or secondly, if they do not get sold into, there could be case for sharp short covering. The FII sold about 928 crores in index futures, with longs dropping to 31%, and the net long exposure has moved to a negative 95,000 contracts. That's 95,000 contracts of short exposure. That compares with just 30,000 short contracts 8 days ago. Active Nifty options ahead of the expiry, 21,950 call, telling you that closer to 22,000 we might face some sort of resistance. and the 21,800 put, which is active, tells you that there is support between 21,750 to 21,800 itself. So you have the range 21,750 to 22,000 on the Nifty. What are the sectors to watch out for today? IT and financials, given global rally and the macro improvement would lead to a rally in these two sectors. If they don't, then perhaps we may see rallies being sold into. And as we pointed out, Tata Chem has re-entered F&O ban, and BHAL and SAIL are out of F&O ban. So those are a bunch of stocks that we'll be watching out for.
Okay, all right, makes sense. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us and prepping us up for this trading day ahead.